All right, welcome to tonight's call. I'm super excited to be on this call with you guys tonight. And there's so many of you. It's awesome. I love it when everyone shows up to these calls. I have been taking notes all day, thinking of different ways to help you guys grow in these different topics. So, yeah, let's get started. I'm super excited. Okay, so first things first, and it all comes down to this. I asked you guys a couple days ago, what you guys are struggling with this week, and a lot of you came to me and said posting. And so there was other different topics too, and I'm going to cover those as well. But I feel like all the topics you guys have brought up all comes to posting. And so I just kind of want to focus on that a little bit. And also, Natasha and I, we got together and we figured, since our team is pretty big, to create our own 21 days to post. So if you guys are not in that group, let us know so we can get you guys added to it. We basically just took Missy's post and we're making our own little group. So it's easier for us to see what you guys are posting. And we want you guys to post those onto your social media pages and tag your coaches in them so they can, respond and give you love on those. But I feel like if it's a smaller group, we can see it better and we can help you critique some things. So yeah, I'm super excited for that. It's going to be an awesome group and you guys will be able to learn a lot from it. Okay, so the first question is I want you guys to ask yourselves, would you follow yourself if you were to go and look at your page? Would you stand out to yourself? Would you be like, I don't know, I'm kind of boring or I'm very exciting? I would totally follow myself. So ask yourself that question. Go to your Facebook page, your Facebook like page, your Instagram, and ask yourself that question. Would I follow myself? And also, how often are you guys posting? I know, posting can seem like it takes a lot of time and whatever, but if you, for me, I just snap a whole bunch of pictures every day and I keep them in my phone. And then when I'm okay, what can I post about tomorrow or whatever, try to think of it the day before so you're not stressing that day of what am I going to post today? So think of it the day before and then schedule it out or have those posts already to go so you can just go onto your Facebook page, your like page, your Instagram, and just post it fast, So you're not spending a whole bunch of time creating and then posting. And I do that a lot. So I myself, I'm going to try to get better at creating better content and posting a lot more. And so you want to post at least 3 to 5 times a day. I always tell you guys, if you want to be seen more, post more. And yeah, so what you want to do is you want to be very vulnerable. I know it's hard because we live in these shells and we're this is scary. But really, you guys, we need to be vulnerable. We need to be vulnerable with ourselves. Let it go and share it in your post and be real. How are you feeling today? Let your Facebook family know and just share with them, what is going on in your life. This is I like to think of this as our book, our journal. And we are sharing with our viewers, what's going on in our lives. Because so many people can relate to us and we want our followers to relate to us and we want to help them and we want to encourage them to do these things. So second thing is post about coaching. How has coaching blessed your life? How has coaching given you good health? Just post about coaching, okay? Because coaching is super important, just as much as your workouts. You need to let people know that you are a Beachbody coach, because as soon as they say, I'm ready to get in shape, what do I do? They're not going to know who to go to if you're not posting about it. So post that you're wanting to help them. Post that you want to, that you're running challenge groups every month. People need to know what you do. So post about coaching. I know it's scary, but post about it. And, I don't remember who it was. I think it was Erica. She had posted that she took a day off. Like she was giving herself a day off because she was going to go to the park with her kids. Like that's posting about coaching. Like, I'm taking 3 hours off to go get a massage or a pedicure, whatever. That's still posting about coaching because you are your own boss. So you get to decide what you do with your time. And that's awesome. Fitness, post about fitness, being proof of the product. It's one of our vital behaviors. If you're working out, post about it because there you go. It's a post. A lot of times I use a lot of different, like I said, I take a lot of selfies after I work out because sometimes I'm like, I just got done working out, so I need to go jump in the shower, but I forget to take a picture. But I have one already saved on my phone, so I use a lot of those pictures that I've already had. So be proof of the product. Let people know what you're doing for workouts. Like a lot of my viewers know that I'm doing Body Beast. I love Body Beast and I love muscles. So a lot of people, are like, well, Crystal is being consistent and, posting about perplexing and stuff like that. So like, let people know what you're doing. If you're doing the 21-day fix, like share with people your meals. Transformation pictures are huge. So even if you have little progress, share it. People want to know that. People are following you. They want to see what you are getting out of your fitness journey. And another thing, act professional. Act professional on your posts. Like, we don't want to be negative. We want to, you can turn something that was negative into something that's positive. Like just recently, I was in the mall shopping and this lady like totally went off on me because my son like knocked her purse out of her arm or whatever. And, instead of turning it into something negative, like, oh, I just wanted to like gnash her out, da, 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 da. Although I got a lot of people saying that, I turned it into something positive. I don't know what was going on in her life that day. Maybe I could have been that person to make her smile. So be professional about what you're posting about. Add value to your posts. So just like a lot of times I just post about random stuff, but add value to it. How can you help that one person from that post? And I just remember, speaking of that, I just remembered doing a coaching post. And Tara, I don't know if she's on the call tonight, but I had mentioned something in there. There you are. Is that, yeah. I don't remember exactly what it was, but if this is your sign, or if you're waiting for a sign, this is it. I think that was it. And, that stood out to her. She told me that stood out to her. And look at her. She signed up as a coach. That's awesome. You want to reach out to those people. Add value to your posts. And you want to be thinking of that particular person. So what can help you bring them into you? So think of that. Post something that people want to comment on. I've been trying to post a lot like this because I feel like comments are really more important than likes. And when you're getting people commenting on your stuff, that means they're into what you're doing and they want to help you or they want you to help them. And then you can start that relationship with them and you can start talking to them and, okay, sorry, my husband. Okay. And just, you want to post stuff like questions. Questions are really good to ask. So I forgot what I posted today, but I asked a question and, you know, a lot of people responded. Or the other day I had a whole bunch of like little bugs on my Kel and it was really freaking me out. And I had tons and tons of comments because people are like, oh, do this or do that, do this or do that. Like, people want to give you their opinion. So make it to where they can comment and share with you like what they want to share. So you want people to comment on your stuff. So just think of different ways for, you know, questions are really good. You know, if you're potty training, you know, that's like a popular one, saying, what are some tricks and stuff that you guys do to potty train your toddlers? Or for me, I'm trying to get my toddler out of my bed at night. Like, I could easily do a post on that, you know, and it's nothing Beachbody related. Nothing, it does, all your posts don't have to be Beachbody related. Like, post about your life and, you know, maybe like, what's your favorite spaghetti sauce or whatever. I was going to do a post on that tonight, but let's see what else. Like I said, people want to hear about you. They, you know, there's some people that I'm like, oh, I haven't seen them in a while. So I'll like stop what I'm doing and I'll go to their page just because they're interesting to me. And so people want to hear like what you're up to, like what's new in your life. Like I said, it's like a journal, you know, and you're just sharing with the social media world of like what you're doing. And, you know, like just test things out. What's working for you? What's not working for you? Write down, like, this is what I've been doing, because there's certain times of the day where I like my posts just go crazy, you know, like people are automatically just liking it, commenting on it. Write down the time that you do that post. And then you can go back and you can be like, wow, that post got, you know, 200 likes or 30 comments or whatever. That was a good time to post. So you want to write down that time so you know what kind of time frame your viewers are mostly on. And I mean, my viewers are probably on different time than your guys' viewers. So you guys just kind of like need to write that down and try to figure it out yourselves, like when the best time for you to post is. For me, the best time is like 3 or 4 p.m. I try to like do a lot of my postings like from 3 to like 9 p.m. I just feel like my viewers are on a lot more at that time. And my viewers are usually on in really early mornings, but I don't always post in the morning. So let's see. I share your results. And you know, I totally get it. Like, that's scary and all, but people want to see that. And you kind of have to just break out of that cage and share your results with people. You don't have to be like, you know, in your bra and underwear. You can be fully clothed, but people want to see your results. You know, put on there that I've lost like 6 inches or, you know, 12 pounds, whatever it is. Let people know what you're doing, what program you're doing, how long you've been doing it for. They want to know. And most important, have passion of what you're posting and have passion about this business. You just need to fill your posts with so much love and excitement. And I know some days like we feel like so crummy that we really don't want to post, but you know, kind of save those posts that when you are happy, save them for the days that you're crummy, you know, because we always have crummy days. So, but be passionate about it. And you know, if you do get naysayers, just delete them. Just delete them and move on, because really they're just trying to prove their point. And like for me, I'm not an arguer person. I hate arguing. So for me, instead of arguing with that person and no, I'll just delete it. And then I feel better about it and whatever. Okay. I kind of talked a little bit about this, but this was another thing that was brought up, and it was how to make people engaged in your posts. I need water. And I feel like, like I said, you need to ask questions. Do like posts that require interaction. And when you post like a question, you kind of want to hang around for like a couple of minutes because people are going to start commenting, and then you're going to want to comment back. And then that gets the post like getting attraction, and then it's going to show up on more people's news feeds. And so kind of like hang out for, like about 5 to 10 minutes and just comment back to the people that are commenting, because that's going to help make your post show up more so more people can comment on that post. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is another thing. If you guys are not seeing your people's posts, they're not seeing yours. So what I do is I actually take like 30 minutes, and you can put a timer on because I know like how Facebook scrolling can seriously just like take you over. And so put on a timer and just time yourself to go comment and like people's posts that they're doing. Because as you're doing that, they're going to be seeing your stuff. And if you're not liking and commenting on their stuff, then they're not going to see your stuff. So, take like, I don't know, I'm sure we all scroll through Facebook. So, figure out a time that works for you and just comment. I feel like comments are more important than likes, like I said before. So, scroll for things that you like actually, and that you can actually comment on. Try not to say, oh, that's cute. Try to say a little bit more, like, oh my gosh, your hair looks so amazing. Like, what kind of shampoo do you use, or something like that. Because you want those people to start interacting with you. So you want to kind of ask them questions on their posts as well, because that will help you build that relationship. All relationships do not need to be built on Messenger. Like, they can be built in people's posts. So yeah, comment on other people's stuff so they can see your stuff. And yeah, and so, and also like I said, ask for tips, ask for advice. Like I said, a lot of people love to give tips and advice. Or they'll send you like a lot of Pinterest stuff, or, hey, what's your favorite recipe? I don't know what to make tonight for dinner. Like, post it down below in the comments. And people will go crazy over that because people love food and they love sharing the recipes. Okay, another question that was brought up was the best way to get building coaches. Now, this is something that I feel like comes through what you're posting. If you're posting that Beachbody stresses me out, I don't have time for anything else, then people are not going to want to join you. They're not going to want to build. Like, tell people like how you've learned to do time management. Share with people how you become mentally strong. Be positive about what you're posting on social media about coaching, because what have you learned about coaching? And so you want to post positive things, and when people are noticing all these positive things and saying, wow, like, Beachbody sounds awesome, like, I can stay at home with my kids and I can schedule my own hours, I can work when I want, I can work when my kids are asleep, I can work even on vacation, stuff like that. Like, I feel like people see that and then they get excited for it, because not a lot of people like corporate jobs. I'm saying some do, some don't. And so some people want to just leave that corporate job, like Keisha Fitzgerald. She worked for Google and her boyfriend is going to dental school. She left her corporate job to become a full-time Beachbody coach because that's where she's most happy at. So share with people that, and a lot of people can relate to you. Tell people about it, okay? So for me, like when I'm talking to people and they're like, yeah, I'm totally like working out every day, I love fitness, I love nutrition, perfect opportunity. Have you ever considered coaching? Like, I seriously probably ask, I don't know, like 70% of the people I talk to, I ask them to coach. If they say they can't afford a challenge pack, I ask them to coach. Well, would you like to earn like a second income? And because it's helped me, you know, so I can share that with them. And so just tell people about coaching. If you guys listen to that Scotty Hobbs video I posted in the team messenger tonight, you have to go listen to it because he talked about that. He talked about telling everybody about coaching, because the more you tell, the more seeds you're planting and the bigger your team grows. So talk to people. Don't be afraid to tell people about coaching. Like, you need to believe in it, and you need to have that confidence in talking to people about it. You know, share with them how it's blessed you. And, you know, I try to share, like for me, Beachbody is more like a financial blessing. And so I share a lot of that. And I know a lot of people can relate to me with that. So I try to share a lot of that. Let's see here. I'm just looking over my notes. I can't read my handwriting. So yeah. So like I said, it all comes back to what you're posting on social media and how many times you're talking to people in Messenger and in emails about coaching. You know, for me, I ask every single one of my challengers before they go and purchase their challenge pack, would you like to be a discount coach or a, you know, one-time customer? But I feel like the building coaches come through you talking to them about it and how it's blessed your life, sharing with them on social media how it's blessed your life, because people kind of want that. And especially around the holidays, they're like, oh, extra, you know, $200 a week would be nice. So share with people what you're doing. Okay. Conversations. This was another one that a lot of you wanted me to talk about. Okay, so for reach outs, all of our reach outs do not need to be a copy paste. Hey, you want to join my next challenge group to, you know, I'm starting Monday. We're going to be working out. We're going to be eating clean. Like, they do not have to be all those. You know what I do for my reach outs? 95% of the time, I just say, hey, Sue, how are you doing? I hope you had an awesome day. Love, Crystal. That's what I do 95% of the time. I hardly ever do a big, huge, long copy-paste message saying, hey, come join me for my 30-day challenge group. I hardly do that. I do that on my posts. And, you know, if I have people like in my cleaning group, and I'll do that with them because I've kind of already built those relationships. But I just simply basically say, hey, how are you doing? And, you know, once I started doing that back in March, my thing just blew up. Like, people were responding to me like crazy. And so I love the, hey, how are you doing? And another thing I do for reach outs is go to people's Facebook page and see what they've been up to. You know, if you see that they went to Disneyland or something, like, shoot them a message, say, hey, Sue, your trip looked amazing to Disneyland. Like, I hope to take my family there someday. Like, what were your favorite rides? You know, just getting that conversation like going. It doesn't have to be about Beachbody. Like, you're wanting to get to know these people and wanting to know like what they're up to. What do they have, you know, like, how can you help them and what can they help you with? So, just like make it a conversation. And I like going to their Facebook pages too. After I like comment, or after I send them a message, I'll like go and comment on some of their pictures, just so I can show the engagement on their Facebook page as well. So it's not like, okay, Crystal's just messaging me, you know, like I want to show to them that I actually do care. And let's see, got that. Okay. So say you do a post and people are like, I'm in. I want to do your challenge group. And so what do you do? For me, I used to freak out. But now, all those people that say I'm in, I shoot them a message and I say, hey, Sue, I saw that you're interested in joining my 30-day challenge group. Tell me, what are your current health and fitness goals? And that gets the conversation started. So I'm talking about them. I'm not mentioning anything about me. And then they shoot back. They give me a huge list of like what their goals are, what they're wanting to achieve. And then I say, well, I ask them, well, if they haven't mentioned it, I say, well, are you currently doing any workout program or meal program? And they usually say no. If they say yes, then I say, well, are you getting the results that you're wanting? And usually it's a no, because they don't do it every single day and, you know, they're not consistent with it. So then I say, awesome. So by their goals and by what I had already asked them, I kind of get an idea of what program to mention to them about. So then I say, awesome. Have you ever heard of the 21-Day Fix? I would love to help you. Those goals sound, your goals are amazing. And I know I can help you. So then they shoot back and say, no, I've never heard of the 21-Day Fix. What is it? And I get some that say, yeah, I have. I've heard of it. I've seen you post about it, but I don't know exactly what it is. Or there's people like, yeah, my best friend did it and she got amazing results. I still kind of shoot them everything the same. I tell them a little bit about it. I say, awesome. The 21-Day Fix is an awesome program that helps you with basic clean eating and portion control. It also comes with an amazing 30-minute workout program. Here's a short video to tell you more about it. Let me know what you think. I always end in a question so they have something to respond back to. So once they look over the video and they're like, oh my gosh, that looks amazing. Like, what do I do? So then I say, awesome. I can't wait to have you. You're going to be amazing at this. And then I say, actually, I have awesome news. The 21-Day Fix is on sale this month for $140, normally $160. And this is what you get with it. You get the 21-Day Fix workout program, the meal program, portion containers, Shakeology Shaker, 30 days of Shakeology. You get me as your coach. You get one-on-one coaching from me, and you get full access to my accountability group. And then upon completing, you'll get a 21-Day Fix shirt. Ah, who loves a shirt? And then I say, is that something you would like to do? And they usually say, oh, the price. I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to my husband, or I can't afford that right now. But if they say yes, this is what I say. I say, awesome. I shoot them the discount coach script. So if you don't know what the discount coach script is, go to teamfiercelyfit.com. The password is FFDiamond15, and it has the discount coach script in there. And it just gives them an option to sign up as either a discount coach or a one-time customer. And a lot of people are like, I don't want to do the discount coach script because I'm afraid I'm going to scare these people off. But I promise you, they won't be scared off. They just say, no, I'm okay. I just want to do the one-time customer. So then If they say the one-time customer, shoot them the directions on how to order from your website. If they say the coach, shoot them the directions on how to order as a coach. Those are the steps I go through every single time with people that are wanting to join me in a 30-day challenge group. Every single time. And it's just like, I kind of have had a lot of failures to figure that works for me. And I feel like that is the same thing with you guys. You're going to have to keep practicing at these conversations in order to get better at them, you know? Michael Jordan didn't become the world's most awesomest basketball player by just, doing it once. He's had to practice at it. And so that's the same thing with this. Like, you have to practice at these conversations. And I just remember messaging to Missy. I'm like, I lose these people every single time, when I mention when it comes to the price. And she was just like, well, this is what you do. And like, I just cannot figure it out. And so I was like, I have to do this. I have to figure this out for me. So then I started figuring it out, piecing it together. I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And when you're shooting them the price and what they get with that price, like, have full confidence in it. See, this is an amazing opportunity for you. This is not expensive. If you go to a personal trainer, like, you do not get this for this price. And so just have full confidence in that price. Okay. And I struggled with that at the very beginning because I couldn't even afford my challenge pack when I signed up. And so trying to get other people to, oh, Bliss, that's so nice. Look at him. Oh. And so, like, have full confidence in yourself and in that price, because if you don't, it's going to be a struggle. And so just be like, people, like, this is amazing. Like, this is awesome. And you get me for your coach. Like, who doesn't want that? So, let's see. Okay, so if people are interested in coaching, like, what do you say? For me, I like to take it back to kind of like the challenge groups. I like to ask them, tell me about you. Like, what are your goals? Like, why do you think Beachbody coaching would be awesome for you? Just get to know them. Get to know, like, why they're contacting you. And then I go into, so tell me, what do you know about Beachbody? Because then I can have a better idea of where to start. Because it's just like challenge groups, you kind of like want to breadcrumb it. You don't want to be like, okay, so for coaching, this is what you get. And then they're just like, ah. And they just feel so overwhelmed. So you kind of just want to like break it down piece by piece of what coaching is. And so by asking them, like, what exactly do you already know about Beachbody? And a lot of people like don't even know anything about Beachbody. So I start basic. I start with challenge groups. What do I do in a challenge group? So me as a coach, I coach people to get healthy and fit. I help them to get set up with a workout program, a nutrition plan, and I'm their accountability partner. And a lot of people are like, okay, that sounds easy, And so then they'll be like, okay, so what do I do to get started? Then that takes you into the next thing of, okay, there's 2 ways you can sign up. One is the $40 coach fee. 2 is you can buy a challenge pack and your $40 coach fee is waived. And then that brings them into the next thing, So how do you make money? Then you tell them about that. So you're breadcrumbing it and you're not just like blurting out all the information to them all at once. And you guys, again, have confidence. Like, have confidence in talking to people about coaching. Like, I know it's a scary thing, but like, it's an awesome thing, like, have the confidence. And we talked about this last week. Challengers, challengers are probably the best to start with for coaches, because they already believe in the products. They're already doing the products. They're loving their workouts. They're loving, being in these challenge groups and so forth. So what I usually do is I usually say to my challengers, you are totally rocking this challenge group. Have you ever considered being a Beachbody coach? Or have you ever considered doing what I do? And they're like, no, I actually haven't, but this sounds fun. Like, tell me more. Then you breadcrumb it. You already know what their health and fitness journeys are. So then you skip those steps and go into the next steps. Just explain to them the benefits of becoming a coach. They get the discount on Shakeology. They can get free Shakeology by helping 3 people every single month. And they also can get an extra income by being a coach. And they could buy any workout program they ever wanted because they get 25% off. So that's amazing, right? And let's see. People have one conversation. Okay. So you have these conversations that are going through your messenger and you're like, how am I going to mention Beachbody to that person? I know a lot of those, like, you're like, okay, I've gotten to know this person really well, but how in the heck am I going to bring up Beachbody? And it's simple. You just say, oh my gosh, hey, I was totally thinking of you today. I'm actually running a 30-day challenge group, and I thought maybe you'd like to join me. Let me know what you think. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, super crazy. Like, just ask them, and just shoot it out there. And then they'll be like, oh, what's that? And then you can tell them about it. So yeah, if you just have those random conversations going, but yet you feel like your relationship has gotten to the point where you're like, okay, I can invite this person. And you know what? Like, that's another thing is, like, when I'm talking to people, I don't drag out my conversations. Like, if they say they're in for a challenge group, I don't try to go off course of what my script is. I don't try to bring up something else, because then we're just getting thrown off course to something else. And sorry. And so yeah, I just try to stay on course of what just getting to the challenge pack. And that was a thing that I struggled with too, is I would just be like, okay, I have to get to know this person really well before I even talk to them about what's in a challenge pack. No, you're asking them, like, what their health and fitness goals are. You're kind of like, they're going to say, I'm a mom of 3, and they can go on. And they're already telling you a lot about them. So you don't have to go, like, craziness with all the conversation. Just stick to your script, Okay, I'm going to give you a list of things that I feel is important, like, through all this stuff that I've been talking about tonight. And the number one thing is gain that confidence in yourself that you can do this, and gain that confidence in yourself that you can grow this business. This is easy. Tell yourself that every single day. This is easy. I'm going to go and help so many people today. And, even if it's just a smile in the grocery store, have confidence in yourself that you can do this. And show that confidence to your viewers, that you're full of confidence, you're full of life, and you love what you do. Act like a professional and be professional in what you do. Sometimes, I don't know, I get goofy, but that's me. And another thing, don't sound pushy. I know a lot of us are like, oh, I sound too pushy or whatever. If you're sounding pushy, just back off a little bit. Like, I know how it is when you're, like, going through those cells and you're just like, come on, are you going to order today? Like, when are you ordering? Like, just give them a time. if they don't order, like when they say they're going to order, they are going to order. It may not be this week. It may not be next week, but they will order eventually. Okay. And I feel like a lot of us, you know, including myself, I would get stuck on that one person. I'm like counting on that person to order. No, move on. Like, move on and go find another person, you know? And that's the same with coaching. If you're waiting for people to sign up to coach, like, just move on, because they're going to eventually do it. Okay. It's all about them. It's not about you. So for me, I don't talk about myself unless they ask me. So if like I'm talking to them about a workout program, like the 21-day fix, I'll use for example. I do not go there and say, well, this is how it's helped me. It's helped me lose this weight, this weight, this weight. I don't tell them unless they ask me. And then I will talk about me. But I try to make it all about them because I want to get to know them and like what they're wanting for me. And so I really, you know, don't talk about me unless they ask me. Let's see. Have fun. Get to know people. Love people. For me, like, this has been like a big learning experience because I have a really hard time being like loving to people and being compassionate. I've kind of always have struggled with that. So I am like learning to show love for others and to like show compassion to them, I guess. So just have fun with it. Like Missy always says, this is not stressful. It's a blessing. So like if you're feeling stressed, take a step back, take a breather, because this is fun. You should enjoy it. And you should love what you're doing, because Beachbody is not designed to stress the living crap out of us, you guys. So have fun with it. Love it. Excuse me. And if they say no, it's okay, because they're always going to come back. I promise you. I've had so many people like that have, give it to Dad. Here, take Ellie. That have told me no, and they always come back. So don't take it as like, oh my gosh, not another no. Like, are you serious? Take it as, okay, no worries. Like, I'm doing a free clean eating group. Give them something that you can help them with. You know, I always ask, is there something I can help you with now? Do you have any questions now about nutrition or anything like that? I ask them because I care about them and I want them to know that. So hopefully I went over a lot of information really fast, and I hope I answered and gave you guys a lot of good information and answered some of your questions. So now we can open it up for any questions. Go have Daddy do it. My hands are lotiony. I can't do it. Go give it to Dad. Let me unmute you all. Okay. Any questions?
My question was about posts. How do I make them that they're not the same post, since I'm at the house most of the day and I don't really leave? So all my posts are pretty much the same spot in the house, because I'm usually trying to keep the kids contained and stuff like that. So how do you like make your life seem more fun than it actually is?
Okay, so I find things like, there's a lot of times when my boys make crazy big messes. I use a picture of it, and I use that as a post. Like crazy moment here. When you're cooking, like take a picture of it. Take a picture of like, I used to take a lot of pictures of like different yogurt. Just because I like yogurt. So find like different things you like to cook with, like your favorite spice. So I use a lot of like things like that just to kind of like mix it up, because I am home a lot too. And just like take a picture of your kids, right? Like how grateful you are about, you know, to have them, to be their mom, to be able to stay home with them, and I've seen people take a picture of their bed saying, I made my bed today, or I showered today, like, or I showered before 9 a.m. Like, just find different things that, does that help you at all?
Yeah.
Hey, Jessica. Can I add to that, Crystal?
Yeah.
So I used to work for a PR firm, and we would just really focus on adding value to people and giving them the information that they need. So instead of just focusing on what you're doing all day, because maybe you aren't having a very fun day, you're not doing a lot, think about, like, everyone loves like tips or tricks. So 5 tips on how to make a good spaghetti sauce, or 3 tips on how to entertain your kids while you get stuff done. You know, like just little things like that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You need to turn it around into a piece of information that they can take with them.
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, because then they'll be coming back to be like, oh, she usually has some good ideas. That's good. It'll get them coming back too if they're looking for something.
Yes.
Crystal, I have a question.
Yes.
So, like, let's say I don't do invites in my messages and I just reach out of love. How many times a week would you do like a challenge invite to post? Or like how many times a month? Like, what would you say?
Okay, so for me, like when I first started, like now I can do like one invite, and I feel like I get a lot of people from that. I feel like even creating events and just inviting people like A to D 1 month, and then like another month invite E through, I don't know, whatever comes next. But you're taking pieces of your people and you're inviting them to join you. And a lot of people are going to say they're going to join, and then message all those people. Say, hey, I saw that you're interested in joining my next 30-day challenge group. I really like doing it that way instead of messaging people like a whole bunch of different invites, because they are showing that they're interested in doing what I'm offering them. So I would post like, you know, like before I would post once a week to join a challenge group. I would do a challenge group post just because I was trying to get more traction. Now I've gotten a lot more traction, and I feel like I'm good if I post once and then do an event, and then I get enough people from that. And then I'm always having those conversations, you know, like, hey, how are you doing? And then they're saying, oh, crappy, I'm totally off my health and fitness. Like, I need help. I'm like, oh, I have a challenge group starting on Monday. Would you be interested in joining? So then I do reach out there, you know. Does that make sense? Did I answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
Anyone else? I'm so happy. There's like 15 of us on this podcast. That like, oh, makes me so happy.
I have another question.
Yeah.
How often do you say that you bring up like Beachbody in your reach outs? Like, you talked about building up the relationship till you know them really well, and then like bring it up later. Like, if they say like, update me on your life, how are you doing? Do I say, oh, I love fitness coaching and I love taking care of my 2 girls and I'm having fun? Like,
Yes.
do I just say that?
That's
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah. That's what you do. You know, if like people ask me how I'm doing, I'm like, oh, I'm doing awesome. Like, how are you? You know, like, you know, if they're messaging me like, I don't know what to eat or whatever, then I'll bring up Beachbody. Like, I feel like conversations have to be natural, and you can't like just go, if you're talking about like what they're doing for Christmas and just go, hey, have you thought of Beachbody? You know, it needs to be like a natural conversation, and I feel like we kind of make these conversations a little too difficult, and we're like, when am I going to bring up Beachbody? You know, I feel like that comes, and you just make the conversation natural. And then, like I said, you know, you can invite them like in the event, you know, and if they want to join, that's kind of like throwing it out there at them instead of shooting them a message saying, hey, you want to. But does that make sense? Natasha, do you have anything to add to anything?
Not really. I think you pretty much covered everything.
Okay. Is there anything that you do different? I know, because like us as coaches, we find our little thing that works for us. And so I feel like you just kind of have to find that. And so like what I do, Natasha probably doesn't do, you know what I'm saying? So there's different ways about it, but I don't know if you have any ways that you wanted to share with us.
Well, what I do is I go like alphabetic. So I start with the letter A and then I work my way down. So whoever's the letter B today got a message from me. And so then like it's 24 days because there's 24 letters. So then after the 24th day, I just start back at A again. And then I could, continue that relationship. So it's not like if it's directly read like after a day or two, like, hey, how's it going again? So it gives them a time frame. And then after that 24 days, I just go back again to them and just check what our messages was, how we ended it, and then just pick up from there. And then that relationship just keeps going. That's what I do.
Okay. We do it a similar way.
Okay.
Yeah. Except I use Asana, and I have done the alphabetical way too. It's just that I'm to a point now where I have a lot of friends, and every time I would print that out, I'd be, using a lot of ink and paper. So I've had my assistant put all those people into Asana for me, and then I just kind of cycle through it. But I have printed out the list, and so I do now like sometimes go through it if I'm like struggling with some reach outs, or if I feel like the month is slower, I'll pull out what I have printed out and do go off that. Now, Natasha, do you print it off every month, like your new friends list every month?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot of print, like it is. But I have my book. It says reach outs. When I'm done with that paper, I throw it out, or I keep it for my whatever, my draws and stuff. But yeah, and then but I'm gonna try that website though and see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to, because
it's really nice because you can go in there and you can just schedule that person out for like, I schedule them out every like month or 2 months. I have my assistant do, because I have a lot of people to go through. And so she's doing 15 a day. I'm doing 15 a day. And so it's kind of just like we're constantly going through people. It's, like that will effect. And it's just like getting that traction, like going, and then it's going to go faster and faster. And then people are going to come in faster for you. So it's just kind of like you got to keep being consistent and doing it. So
I find like, sorry, Jessica.
No, it's okay. Go ahead, finish. I just have a question because I can compare the two of you.
I find that like when you run groups every month, like I run always 2 groups every month. So I run a free group and I run my challenge group. So this month I'm doing the mom member group, and I know Jessica's in it actually. There's a few people that's in it. And it's just a different way to interact with my friends on Facebook and to build that relationship. So I'm sure Jessica have seen, like sometimes I'll post some Beachbody related stuff in it just to capture their attention from it. But people like when it's free also. Like one of my coaches, she's doing an ab and squat challenge or something. And I know Felicia is doing a push-up challenge or something. And it attracts people, and then people are going to be added to that. And then it's easier for your reach outs also.
Yeah.
Well, I've noticed between the two of you, you both post a lot of posts with your pictures in it, and you're very animated. And it's hard for me to do that. But I noticed, like, that's why I follow you, because you are very animated, and I like to watch what you're posting, and you are always happy. But it's hard. It's hard for me to do. What gives you the confidence to do that?
You know what? Like, I pretend I laugh, and I'll be like, ah! And then I'll be like, no, delete, restart.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because my kids will like seriously stare at me, especially my daughter, when I'm like making a funny face, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "That look funny."
And then you see your face after you took your picture, and you're like, "Okay, now what do I do?"
Because you rarely post stuff that doesn't have some kind of picture in it, which I think grabs people's attention. And I'm finding that those are the ones, when I post ones with pictures in it, those are the ones people follow. But when you just post words, people aren't, or even just like clips with, like say a 21-day fix, and then you post like your results stuff, that don't have as much as if your face is in the post or somebody's face is in the post.
Yeah, you don't ever want to really use like Beachbody stuff, like their posts, like their banners and stuff, or like the 21-day fix or T25 or anything like that. Like throw your face in there, like hold up your, video next to you or whatever. Like put your face in that picture. People want to see you more than just like audio, I guess. But throw your face in there because it makes it you, and you want people to be attracted into you. So that's what I've always.
Like Crystal said, like I'm always with my hair up and like just working out clothes. But when I go out and my hair is done and my makeup's done, that's where I take crazy millions of pictures and I take poses, and then I'll do it with like a wall behind me so that after I can just add some wording. So, and I try to do them black and white so it takes away the color of my pictures and people are going to read more of what it is too. So that so it's not too busy in the picture and it's not too colorful. Okay. That's a little trick too. But yeah, just go my husband looks at my computer. He's like, "Why do you have millions of pictures of you?"
It's a big body thing.
But then you just go through your pictures and you're like, "Okay, I'll use that picture today, and I'll do it that post today," or and like I added a little hat to myself, and you can just play around with your pictures after.
Yeah. So more than Beachbody and your programs, you're kind of selling yourself to people because because you're going to be their coach. So you're kind of like selling yourself, and this is how. Am I correct with that? You kind of want to like put yourself out there because you're kind of selling yourself more then.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow, I want to see everybody with like a selfie like that.
Oh gosh.
No.
Yeah. I know it's so uncomfortable, but if you want it, you'll do it, right?
Just practice in the mirror. Just like look at yourself. Like it becomes more natural the more you practice. Anyways, anyone else with questions?
I have one.
Yeah.
Do you guys reach out to family? Like older family?
Yeah. So I kind of gave that to my sister to do. My coach. So she reaches out to a lot more family than I do. My sister and sister-in-law are the only people that have ever purchased anything from me that's family. So, yeah. But
and did they come to you through Facebook or like just seeing you in general?
Well, my sister, she's pretty fit and fitness oriented. So I was just like, hey, come, and even Missy had talked to her before, like joining and stuff. And, I was totally fine with her signing up with Missy and not me. But yeah, so I talked to her about it. She knew about it. My sister-in-law, she actually helped keep me diamond last December. And so I was like, I just need you to buy a challenge pack and sign up as a coach so I can hold diamond. So she helped me hold diamond for my 6 weeks and then she canceled. But that's the thing is I prefer to go outside of anybody that I know. Like I hardly have anyone on my team that I personally know because I feel like I can help people more when I don't know them. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it's weird, but everyone that I've gotten on my team, I really don't know that well.
I could say.
Sorry. I have a huge family, and that's all I ever had on Facebook before. I just recently started adding like friends and people I knew from high school, so it's kind of like I feel like conversations go nowhere.
Yeah. I mean, invite them. Invite them to a challenge group. Share with them what coaching has offered you and see if they want it for themselves. And they're going to keep watching you. They're going to keep seeing your success, and then they're going to want to join you. So,
sorry, not to interrupt.
you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I just thought of a post about coaching since my baby's always crying on me the whole meeting every time. I could be like, I brought my baby to the meeting. But like I was thinking of taking a picture of the computer, so you guys should smile.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I'll do a picture of him and me and a picture of you guys. Okay. So just a sec. Hey, everybody smile. Okay, cool. You guys
Practice your faces, guys.
yeah,
I have a thing about family. My family was kind of making fun of me when I started it. They're like, "Oh, you're the healthy eater now," and they were joking around, making fun of me. But as they see my body change and my results, they want to know more information. So my dad actually took my containers for my 21-day fix, and he's been using them for 21 days. And he's like, "Can I borrow your program?" And I'm like, "No, because you won't work out," which I was right. He isn't working out. But just using the containers, he's already lost 16 pounds in 21 days.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's having results. And because of it, he's telling everybody that his daughter's doing this for him. So he's helping me, like, start to get people interested in his name out there, even though he didn't buy the product from me or anything. He's using my product, and he's getting results. So that's a way to get family to, like, spread the news. Hey, this is what my sister's doing for me, or this is what my daughter, or whatever. Mm-hmm. So
I love that. That's awesome.
I'll throw in too, like, if you have friends that are your challengers, ask them to post something on their page about you if they don't mind. I actually had a girl that is one of my challengers post something the other day on her page, which I didn't even ask her to, and I got 2 new people just from that post.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Her friends, and they're like, "Wait, what are you doing? I want to do that too." So if you have those connections with people and you feel comfortable, ask them. Be like, "Hey, you want to make a post about how much you're enjoying it?" And that's great. And making more people from that.
Love it.
I actually have a friend in Toronto. He's one of my best friends, and I tag him in like all of my posts, and he reshares everything that I do, just so that I can get like more people to like follow my stuff and stuff like that. Because I don't have a huge friends list either. My friends list, like Erica, has been mostly my family as well.
Yeah.
And so he's just been really supporting me like that. You know what I mean? So like that's just been really helping me just to get like more people at least watching what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I think like the bingo thing, Crystal, too, is gonna work.
The what?
The bingo thing
yeah.
That too is a good way to get new people.
Yeah, because I got 3 new people from that, because there was one girl, she signed up, and I said, "Oh, well, do you have any other family members or friends that would like to join us?" She's like, "Actually, like, yeah, I think my mom and sister want to join." So they added me as a friend. I shot them a message, and they're like doing the bingo on Monday. So like, yeah, you guys can come up with like different ideas. You can do the bingo yourself. Like, I posted what we're doing on the Team Fiercely Fit page, Team Rocket page, so you guys can do it. The board's there, so you don't have to do anything more, but we just created the event. So yeah, it's an awesome way. And I've also before too I've had a challenger sign up, and then she's like, "Oh, my mom and my stepmom want to do it." So I sold like 3 challenge packs for the one, because she invited her family like to join her. So always ask people, and it doesn't hurt, they can say no or yes. So
yeah, for sure.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, it was an awesome call. Hopefully I helped you guys with some stuff. But thanks for getting on. You all are amazing. Keep up the hard work, and have an awesome night.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.